Yes.
Yeah, the good thing is that Declan Rice suspension from the Premier League does not affect his status in Champions League. So Declan Rice will be available. So that adds a little bit of steel to their midfield, along with
Yeah,
Thomas Partey and Jorginho. Jorginho filled in the midfield position of probably Leandro Trossard. So the Arsenal has a very strong midfield setup. But
yeah,
playing against an Atlanta team that plays wing backs, they play back three. I
yeah,
think the area where they need to be careful is in the attack. Playing
yeah. And
against
transition. Yeah,
and in transition. So
yeah.
Arsenal midfield looks solid. They have a very
Bobby,
solid
you
defense.
stole the idea that I wanted to do. Maybe you can remember. Now I don't have anything to. I can't shine again. Sorry, go. Yeah,
so
yeah,
so basically, the Atlanta team, of course, the star man is Lookman, without a doubt. He scored against Fiorentina, I think, at the
yeah.
weekend. And Arsenal defenders of Saliba and Gabriel will be, keeping a close eye at Lookman. And one thing that makes Lookman very difficult to mark is that he's just a wide player that can come off the left or the right. It's very flexible. You never know where he's coming from. Very fast,
Oh yeah,
quick,
Lookman, he can drip. That's why
brilliant
Lookman
with
is
both
a world
legs, and
class.
he can
That's why he's a
drift.
balloon door. He's a
So
balloon door.
it's
Yeah,
going to be very difficult. But the defensive pairing of Saliba and Gabriel have proved very, very formidable, at defending and also at attacking balls in set plays. So I think Arsenal
yeah,
will have too much for them, really. I just believe they'll
yeah.
have too much for them.
Problem, but Arsenal is going to be vulnerable because these guys are using wing backs. So they're going to have to watch out for being outflanked. But their defense is solid, even if Arsenal only use three defenders, they're solid and very flexible. They may even play Calafiori, who's also sort of wingishy, backishy. They might
Yeah.
even
Injured.
use him.
Califiori is
So
injured.
I think
Injured.
he
so
has a
oh,
knock. Calafiori has a knock. I'm not sure if
he
it
has no.
fits.
Yeah.
But in general,
It's
I think
Timber.
they'll be able to handle it because at the same time, the fact that they are using wing backs and everything, uh, it kind of leaves their defense exposed a little bit, and they're going to also be subject to counterattacks by Arsenal, which I think will be more devastating. But I think it's going to be a high scoring game. Arsenal 2-1 or maybe 3-1 or 3-2, only because Arsenal is playing at Atalanta. So because they're playing at Atalanta, they may give up a few more goals. They might be unsteady.
Basically, I feel Arsenal don't have to underestimate Atlanta. You can remember
Yeah.
last season, Atlanta went to Anfield and they beat Liverpool 3-0, and Liverpool didn't
Yeah.
Mm.
recover from that tie. So
Yeah.
Arsenal shouldn't take it lightly.
All
Arsenal
right.
shouldn't take
Shocker.
it lightly. They should play
No,
it
they shouldn't take it
seriously.
lightly. And also, I don't know who they're playing this weekend. So, but I think Atalanta will
Man
play.
City. Arsenal is
Arsenal is
playing
playing
Man
Man
City.
City. They are playing Man
So
City on
Atalanta
Sunday.
will Atalanta will play their full team because they don't care because they can't win in Italy.
Yes.
Arsenal might want to rest some of their players.
For the Champions League match that will be coming up on Thursday between Arsenal and Atalanta.
Yeah.
The match is going to be an interesting one, but it might not be easy for Arsenal, but I see Arsenal winning the match. But one other thing again, since Odegaard will not be available because of injury, for the number 10 role, I would have preferred Arteta to use Waneri because if you watch the match yesterday that we played against Tottenham, what's it called? Trossard struggled in that midfield. Trossard is good. He plays 11, the left wing. So yesterday's game, Mateta now brought Martinelli in and took Trossard to number 10 position. But when they brought Waneri there, I saw the flexibility of the guy. The guy is 16 years and he's strong, he's energetic, fast. So if I'm Mateta, I will use Waneri in that number 10 against Atalanta, then push, what's it called? Trossard to 11, then you can start Martinelli, then bring in Trossard from the bench. Then
Mhm.
for our goalkeeper, I think Roya is for now he's in form, but this is Champions League. Champions League is a different ball game, and it's not a Premier League. So Arsenal should be very careful. For
Yeah.
Atalanta, I know Lookman, the guy is in form right now, and one thing that I like about that guy, the guy is fast, he's skillful, he can drift into the midfield, even come in as a striker. So I
Yeah.
think Gabriela and William Saliba, they will have lots of work to do in
Yeah.
curtailing Lookman. So it's going to be an interesting match.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And like you said, look, man, that guy's becoming so good that he can even do like Vinicius a little bit. He can even take the ball from
Yeah.
transition and even come from the right or left. And that's why he's been nominated for Ballon d'Or, because out of all the Nigerian players, he's the most technically skilled and most balanced player. So thank you very much. Where is it that Lookman wanted to go? That's been a distraction for Atlanta, but he's back into the offense pretty well.
PSG was cutting him over the summer, and he felt that a deal would come through. You know, he was supposed to go and replace him back at PSG, but for one reason or the other, the deal fell through, and he was really devastated. And for some time, he didn't play for Atlanta. You know, PSG had financial issues. They spent so much money bringing in this Portuguese midfielder, you know, and Mbappe left on a free transfer, so there wasn't enough cash to bring in Lookman, and it was really devastated. They actually wanted to leave.